Alright, Flightboss, bitch. Now, we're gonna get it. Let's talk about, alright, fire signs. Alright, fire signs. This is the what fire signs and the energy they carry on Earth. Now, you got 3 protocols that for each zodiac, which is 12. And you got Aries. You got Aries, which is the fire cardinal. Leo, which is the fire fixed. Sagittarius, which is the fire mutable. Okay, so that's self-explanatory. So, all right. So when I'm doing your natal chart, this is the way you're gonna look at it. So if your sun sign, is in Aries, Aries represents, okay, the I am. So you're figuring out yourself. So you're here now. So what do you have to actually do to be yourself? So now you have to take action on being yourself. So since Aries is a fire sign, say the settings. The setting, each element I explain will have a setting to it. So the fire sign setting is a camp. So when I explain to you about the motherfucking elements, and I'm doing it in your natal chart, the fire signs settings is going to be at a camp. So if your sun sign is in a fire sign, your whole chart setting is going to be at the camp. Like if your sun sign a water sign, then I'm going to create your setting at the beach. But we're not in the water signs yet. This is the fire sign video. So the fire sign, if you're a sun fire sign, how I will direct your natal chart is going to be at a camp as the setting. Okay, now at the camp, what are the 3 elements do? I mean, what are the 3 signs in the fire sign element are doing? Now, in the camp, the Aries, since it's the first sign it brings in spring, it's the initiator. So Aries are the ones who's going to get the wood. These are the ones who's cutting down the trees and going to get the wood. We actually have to start the fire. Aries have to start the fire. Like this is the fire sign role of the Aries. It has to start the fire. So you might come across a lot of Aries that might not be fiery, but it's because if you come across an introverted one, they have to be on this earth to learn how to do that. So they might have been put in a situation where it's harder to get some wood. Like say if they're a fire sign, Aries, and they're a water sign, Cancer, then it might be a little harder for him to get the wood than to say if he's a moon sign, air sign. You know what I'm saying? And he might have came up with a creative thought. He might have did some passionate type of thing, some new creative type of thing to get the attention of a helicopter to shoot down some wood. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But y'all get where I'm going with it. Like, so fire signs, the Aries is the one who got the wood. So depending on how much Mars or Aries he has in his chart, is gonna be how good he got so much of that wood or whatever like that. So it has to start the fire. So our struggle in life is starting the fire. Now, Leo is when the fire is actually burning. These are the people who's the actors of the zodiac. These are their creators too, because it's like the fire is lit now. So you have the pioneers, Aries, which is they created the thought of even rubbing wood together to start a fire. They created the thought of the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need a fire. Boom. Aries initiated it. Leo is when the fire is actually already burning on the camp. So they're the creators, the actors. They have to act and dance and, you know what I'm saying, be in center stage, and everybody see, oh, the fire is so warm now, and they come over there, feel warm and get warmed up and everybody's giving that fire the attention now. You know what I'm saying? That's the role Leo play in the fire signs on the camp, in the camp setting. You know what I'm saying? So the fire burning and all that shit, everybody looking at the dance and need the attention. If the more people leave or whatever like that, if it rain or something like that, the fire might go out. You got a water moon sign, you got to watch that. You know what I'm saying? The beach might just splash up and it might go out, and you might find yourself going through drastic measures to relight that fire. That's why Leos go good with Aries in a relationship, because Aries know how to give the Leo enough attention to keep that fire going, which aka they know how to rub enough wood, show the Leo how to rub wood together to keep your fire going, even when you don't need nobody. See, Aries don't always need attention like Leos. Aries do its own thing whether you with it or not, and that's what gives them a leadership quality, because a lot of people want to follow them. Leos need the reciprocation from the people, you know what I'm saying, to feel like that. A Leo might not feel like a leader until they have a group of people saying, go ahead, yeah, you can lead, go ahead. So if they have a cheerleading squad with them, that's when they could be the truest Leo. That's when the fire could burn the hottest. Now, the role the Sagittarius play, look at this as the actual flames that go up in the air from the fire being lit. So the fire could be put out, but you will still see ramifications of the fire and the fire steam still in the air and shit. Whether water splashed it or not, you can still see the steam of the fire going up, and it's its own fire to that point. So these are your way out thinkers of the fire signs. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're spirited into religion. They feel like they're teachers because they feel like they can teach. And this is why Leo go good with Sagittarius. This is why fire signs go with fire signs, is because the Sagittarius could teach the Leo how to have the fire within. You don't always have to be lit up on the camp to have that fire. You have that fire within you, and you can travel way further than the camp you in. You can actually have enough air to blow off and set another house on fire down the street and start a whole motherfucking street fire. You know what I'm saying? They can show you how to get a light pole on fire, and that'll go way somewhere else and turn other shit on fire. You know what I'm saying? Be a whole block fire. You know what I'm saying? If I was to, I could get into details into how that play out in situations with y'all, but like I said, we live on 7th dimension. If you're watching this channel, my channel, you should already kind of know how I'm talking about it and how you can relate it to situations in your life, how I just explained it. You know what I'm saying? It's just an analogy what I'm doing, but you should be able to relate it in your life. You know what I'm saying? So that's the role the Sagittarius play. So these are your wild cards. These are people who like adventure because they like to fly off and they go up. That's the fire that's going up. Like when I light this, boom. Now look, the Aries came up with the concept of coming up with a spark system for the fire, right? Leo is the actual fire that's lit right there, right? This is actual lit. Sagittarius is the higher yellow part right there that's always constantly going up, with higher learning, higher thoughts and shit like that. So when the Leo is gone, you know what I'm saying, Sagittarius could show them how to keep when you smelling it, you still smell that butane, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it could show, it came up with the thought that you could make butane to fill up your lighter again, right? So that's why Leo needed the Sagittarius, and Leo needed the Aries for the foundation of even having to spark the flame in the first place. So that's the fire signs, the fire element, and that's how they all relate to each other, and that's how they go into the chart. And after I do each element by itself, I'm going to do the compatibilities of them. Flightboss.